In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the transmission cooler lines on this Chevy Equinox. These are going to be located next to the transmission, going to the radiator. Let's get into it. We're going to remove the engine cover. I'm going to take the oil cap off, just twist to the left, pull that off, set it aside. Then there's a screw down here. Use a T30 socket. Loosen that up. Here's the screw. Grab the panel, pull it up, set it aside. Just so nothing falls in the engine, just put the cap for the oil fill back on. With the computer, the PCM right here, we're going to remove that, get it out of the way. Use a 10mm socket. There's a screw here. Take that out. And you're going to push to the right and just slide that out of the way. We're going to move this trim panel out of the way. Just use a trim tool, take some of these push pins out of the way. Pop those out. This one's slightly different. And one more right here. Grab this panel and just slide it up out of the way. Disconnect the negative terminal. Just use a 10mm socket. Loosen this up right here. Grab that, slide that out of the way. Then we'll disconnect the positive. Use a 10mm wrench. I'm using a ratchet wrench, but you can use a regular wrench. And disconnect that terminal. Set that aside. Using a 10mm socket, take this bolt out and this nut. Grab the bracket, slide it off. Now grab the battery and pull that out. There's a nut over here holding the retainer for the AC line. Use a 10mm socket. Take that off. And there's a bolt right here holding this bracket on, 10mm. Take that out. Just slide the retainer off. And this bracket. Just pull up on the bracket, slide that out of the way. There's a little wire retainer here. We're just going to use some needle nose pliers, squeeze that, pull that off. Using a 13mm socket. Grab the tray and pull it aside. We'll disconnect the top transmission cooler line. There's a little cap right here. You can use a pick. Just pull that cap off. And you can see the clip. There is a special tool you can use to disconnect the line, or you can just use a pick. Just get underneath the clip and pull the clip out. Pull that out. And grab the line, pull that out. You might want a drain bucket underneath just in case any of the fluid drips out. Underneath, you can see there's a retainer holding the two lines together. I'm just going to use a trim tool, pop this off. And we want to separate that retainer. You can just use a straight blade screwdriver, a pocket screwdriver. Just try to get that to separate. Just pull that retainer off. I'm going to disconnect the lower line. Just going to use a pick, just move that cap back. It's going to be the same as the upper line. I'm going to pull this clip off. Just going to use a pick. Once I pull that up, just use another pick. Just get under there. Just carefully pull that off. There it is. Save that. With the drain bucket underneath, I'll just grab the line, pull it back, It's going to drip some fluid. Disconnect the line from the transmission. Use a 13mm socket. Loosen this up. This is the shorter line. Take that nut off. There is a retainer right here. We'll just pop this off. Just use a trim tool or even a pry bar. Pry that out. Then you can pull the line off. And disconnect the line. Pull it up. Might have to twist it a little. Get it past the other hose. And there it is. Now you want to follow the other line back, and you can see it's going to go underneath the fuse box. Just going to have to reach below the fuse box to access. Now with a 13mm socket, loosen up that nut. You're just going to have to reach. It's a little bit tight back here, but it's not impossible. Take that nut off. Pull the nut off. Grab the line and pull it up. Make sure the seal came with it. Take the retainer off over here. Just pop that off just with using a trim tool. Get the lines loose on both ends. I'm going to pull the line up. You're going to have to twist it a little bit. Pull it past the coolant hose, coolant radiator hose. Now this is up. Now we're just getting this past over here. Just raise up the shifter cable. All right, clear that and just twist it out. There it is. When we put the new one in, we're going to go in that same direction. You could pull the shifter cable off if you're having some trouble, but you don't have to. It does come out. Now you can see where the seal is, where the line goes in. I'm going to take that off. There we go. Take that seal off. Just clean that area with a rag. The new line has the seal already on it, so we're good there. Now we're just going to run this the same way it came out. You're just going to have to go underneath all these lines and hoses and wires. You'll just have to twist it back and forth a little bit. And just push it further in. Twist it down. With this side, we're going to go underneath the coolant hose. Now we're going to go past the lower radiator hose. Just get on the other side of it. Now that line's close to where it needs to be. That looks good. There we go. That's pushed in place. And take the retainer before we put the screw in. Go around the line and get that lined up in the transmission. Get that lined up and just push it in place. That looks looks good. The line looks good. And we can put the nut on. I'll snug that down. And just tighten that down the best you can. If you can fit a torque wrench in here, you want to torque that to 17 foot-pounds. It's not that easy to get one down here. Just do the best you can. That's good. Take the smaller line. We're going to go past the coolant hose. Just get that down below. Make sure it doesn't go into the radiator fan. And this already has the seal on it as well. And then make sure there's no seal on the transmission side. Push that in, and then push it into the retainer. Now take the nut, get that started, and tighten this down. Snug that down. Now we're going to torque this nut to 17 foot-pounds. Good. Before we put the line in, we're going to put the clip back in on the fitting. So we'll just get this lined up. There we go. That's clipped in. Take the hose or the line. Get that lined up. And just push it in. Lock that in place. That cover and push the cover over just to lock in that clip. Now we're going to take this clip, get underneath there, get that lined up in the fan shroud, then we can put the top line in, clip that in place. That's good. You could do this after if you wanted, if you got the top one in already. Now up top we're going to put this clip on, same way. There we go, that's clipped in. Now take the line, get that lined up. Clip that down. Take the little cover, slip that over the clip. That's good. Checking the drain pan, we only lost about 1/10 of a quart of transmission fluid, so it's easy to access this right now, so we're going to add that. Just take the cap off, pull that out. Put a funnel in, and for us we're only going to do about 1/10 of a quart, maybe a little bit more. Make sure you're using the correct transmission fluid. It should be Dex 6 compatible. Take the funnel out, put the dipstick and cap back on, and after you're done, if you want, you can double check. Start the engine, run it for a while, and then you pull the cap out and you can check it on the dipstick. Make sure it's in between the hash marks. And put the battery tray in, get that lined up, put the bolts in. Tighten those down. And just the wire retainer right there, we're just going to push that back in place. The bracket right here. Push that in place. And just make sure you move the wire, positive wire over. Take this other cover. Our bracket, get that bracket in place. That's good. AC line goes over the stud. And we have a bolt here. And a nut here. Tighten those down. Tighten those down. Now put the battery back in. Get that lined up. And we'll get the positive terminal on. Push that down. Tighten that down. Give it a wiggle. That's good. Put the cover on. Put the negative side on. Tighten this side down. Give it a wiggle. That's good. Put the cover on. Now take the bracket. Get this lined up. Get the bolt started. Get the nuts started. Tighten those down. Tighten those down. And we can take the computer. You can see these little tabs. Those are going to go into the slots underneath there. Get those lined up. That's good. Now I take the bolt. Get that started. Tighten that down. Now put this cover on. Get that all lined up. And we'll put the push pins in. Take the cap off the oil fill. Get this lined up. Put the cover on. Now put the cap back on. Take the screw. Get that started. Tighten that down. It's a quick and easy job and you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.